Hey, hun. I just got into my hotel room just a bit before midnight for me, so it's probably around 3 in the morning for you. Yeah. I finally got all those texts of yours when I landed at the airport, and while I loved most of them, one of them made me upset. It was the one where you said you're worried about our relationship being long distance for the next few months, and that you're worried you won't be able to make me happy and it won't be the same anymore. I get it, and I understand. It sucks. I'm gonna miss your hugs and having breakfast with you. When I first read your text, I just took it at face value that you're gonna be unhappy about how things are now, but I remembered how you get when you're alone. I know you have those thoughts that creep inside your head at night and how they keep you up. And I know your fear is that you'll be forgotten and will drift apart. How when you feel like you've been abandoned, you once described it as being choked from within, and every breath was like inhaling smoke. I still remember that one time. It was 6 months after we started dating, and I had to go away for 2 weeks. You gave me a big smile and waved as I walked through airport security, but I could see the panic and fear in your eyes. I was so worried about you. I kept checking my phone and hoping that one of my texts would go through to you. When you saw me off this time, I didn't see the fear in your eyes. Couldn't really see anything through the tears in my eyes or yours. But I felt you. I felt how tight you held me. How with each breath it seemed that you would squeeze tighter and tighter. I almost broke down when I heard you whisper, "Please don't leave me." I I didn't know just how deep those 4 words could cut me. For the last 5 hours, I've been mulling over that and thinking in depth about how this is going to be for you. How you're going to go from having me around all the time to suddenly just being a text and a phone call. It's going to be hard for me. I'm going to have to miss having your face be the first thing I see in the morning and the last thing I see at night. I'm going to miss your scent. For once, I'm actually saying I like that off-brand cologne. I'm going to miss playing with your hair. And I know you're going to miss all that stuff too. I want you to do something for me. And I want you to try your hardest to do it. I want you to pay no attention to those negative thoughts that attack you at night. I want you to remember all the fun and the awesome stuff we did together. Like that time we walked through the park last fall. And even though all those beautiful colors were around us, you kept looking at me. You were staring so much, you tripped and fell flat on your face. I had to use my good scarf to wipe blood off of you. And the stains never came out. There's also our first date. It was funny how we were both nervous, not even about the date itself, but about the thought of it becoming serious if things went well. I had just gotten out of a horrible relationship, and you left your relationship because you started to become clingy and they didn't want to deal with that. We shared our war stories, and I found you to be adorable, especially the part about how sometimes you just wanted to lay on the couch and cuddle. Even if it sounded a bit cliche at first, I could tell you genuinely meant it. I was a bit conflicted. I mean, here's someone who is so great and amazing, but I didn't want to rush into things in case it was all an act. I will say, you were really patient, having me make you wait 2 weeks before our next date. but you showed me over time that you were worth it. I'm gonna move from the light stuff to something serious before the time runs out. I just want you to know that one of my favorite memories is when you asked me if you could come over at 2 in the morning. At first I was thinking it was going to be a booty call, but I did realize that I went the whole day without hearing from you. So I thought you were coming to say that you screwed up or something. So imagine my surprise when you get to my apartment and the first thing you do is grab me, pull me in for a hug, and started sobbing into my shoulder. You finally, after 4 months of dating me, told me about your depression and how you couldn't bottle it up anymore, and how each time I would text you, you would feel like a sobbing because it was so hard for you to text me back and act like you were okay. Just thinking how hard it must have been for you to open up and tell me that. It just made me love you even more. We both had walls up, and now all that's left of them is rubble. I want it to stay that way. Don't build any while I'm not. I don't care how early or late it is for either one of us. If you need me, call me or text me. Don't be afraid to tell me if you're depressed all because it's over text. I love you. You hear me? And nothing's going to change that. We're not going to. I'll talk to you soon. Good night. And good morning.